Now, I don't know about y'all, but I can't believe April's already here. Things are greening up, the crappie are spawning, spring rains have arrived if you're lucky, and of course, just means that the OSU Agriculture Field Days are right around the corner.
We're joined now by Dr. Scott Senseman, who leads OSU Ag Research efforts here at the university. And Dr. Senseman, it's spring, and it means that the lineup of field days for OSU Agriculture have been announced. So kind of tell us what's going on.
All right, thanks Lyndall, thanks for having me on. Yeah, we have quite a number of field days this year. We've got 7 lined up to allow educational programs to be had at our research stations. That goes along with anything that OSU Extension has going on. So we do the research from the research perspective, and then OSU Extension can get that to the producers and the people who need the information. So all that's starting off with our field day at the end of this month at Chickasha.
So kind of give us an idea of what's going to go on at Chickasha, and then what else is on the calendar for the months ahead.
Sure. Well, at Chickasha, we'll talk a little bit about wheat and forages this year. It's usually pretty much a wheat program, but we're adding some information related to forages, and just to broaden it out just a little bit. And that's the kind of information we typically have our extension and research guys connected with. We'll have a substantial number of producers in that area very interested in that information. So the Wheat and Forages Field Day will be April 26th. Starting at 9 o'clock at Chickasha at our South Central Research Station. The Lahoma Wheat Field Day will be May 17th, starting at 9 a.m. That's always a fairly substantial field day for us.
For someone who maybe has not been to a field day before, what would you tell them that it's like?
Well, to me, it's a great opportunity to meet with the people who are actually doing the work, the information that's coming out of these from the scientists that are doing it, the new discoveries, the practical applications, the best practices of how things can work for them as a producer. That's a great opportunity for the producers and the scientists, as well as extension specialists, to get together and share information. We'll also have the opportunity to have some of our administrative staff there, leaders that are here at OSU, as well as some of the legislators that might be involved with districts that they're connected to hear a little bit more about what some of the information is that's the latest coming off the press.
We talk, of course, a lot about livestock and crops on this show, and natural resources, the weather, but there is a ton of research going on as we speak on hundreds of topics, right?
Absolutely. Sometimes I think of ways for our biochemistry and molecular biology program to be involved in some of the information here. A lot of the work that goes on in those programs in that department is maybe 10 to 15 years away from some of the work that actually might get transferred into a wheat variety through things like gene editing and genomics, looking at the entire genome of wheat, for instance. So we've got a lot of opportunities to go really basic with some of our information, as well as get to the very applied information that gets to a producer.
All right, so field days, back to that. Lots of great stuff happening, but these field days are no charge to attend, but we do want people to register.
Right. Well, there's no charge for any of these events, but registration is really great for us so that we can make sure we have enough barbecue for folks and coffee and donuts when they show up.
Thanks a lot, Dr. Senseman. Great information. And if you would like to learn more about the upcoming field days and find registration information, just go to sunup.okstate.edu.